Who is going to be teaming with the Bucks as the build to All Out begins?
Who?
Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Comic Book Bob. Joined as always by my good friend, Hollywood Frank.
Boom.
You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about all the cool news of wrestling. Some interesting stuff going on as we build towards All Out. Real quick, let's check in what we got. Leg Kick says, "Hail, what's up?" Oh shit!
What's up?
Party's over. Everybody go home. We're done. God damn. What's up, Johnny?
Yeah. Party's over. Johnny effed it up for everybody.
Johnny,
Again.
you're out of your element, Johnny. But Leg Kick was here. First, he said, "Hail, Wrestling Council. What's up, man?" Courtney said, "What's up?" And as always, you know what happens when someone asks us, "What's up?"
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hello.
What's up?
What's
up?
Hello.
And, Big Daddy's coming in saying, "Hey, yo."
Hey, yo.
What's up, Big Daddy? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it, man. I know you're bouncing back and forth. Courtney said, Hangman Page. That's who's going to be teaming with the Bucks. Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Nope.
Who led Cage out of his cave? I don't know. Cheers to you two. But and as everybody that trickles in and everybody that's lurking, appreciate you guys being here. Before we get started here, we're going to start with our favorite segment. With something we like to call the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is my turn this week. The good.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's mine now.
You're a guest. You know what?
I'm taking over.
Johnny, you know what? For the rest of y'all, listen. HW will not be available next Tuesday because I have a prior commitment with work. So, Johnny, you can go first next week if you decide to take my spot next to the big man there.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we'll open up the stream to everybody else out there. Let them get a few words.
Yeah, because unfortunately, one of those days I cannot be available.
Yep, because you're a slacker. But
Wow.
What's up, Hicksville?
Wow, yeah, I'll be kicking back a few brewskis and doing some other stuff for work.
Yeah, work. But all right, Johnny, you know what? I'll be nice. You can go.
Okay, so the good is the reason for the avatar. Thank freaking good he's back. Oh, we're needing him. CM Punk's finally working, finally on TV again. God knows we needed him. Oh yeah. Now my bad. Some people might disagree with me, but that championship match with Moxley and Jericho as a whole did not click for me. Be it the earring thing or the bat flying over Jericho.
Shut your damn mouth, you little shit.
Ooh.
Can you believe this guy?
Wow.
That match was awesome.
Didn't click for me. I get what people
you're talking about the match versus Jericho, right?
Yeah, Mox and Jericho.
Oh my God.
It wasn't my thing.
Give me Grandpa's back.
And my ugly.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I will say this, man. I think Mox needs to lay off the blading a little bit.
That's actually my ugly. The buckets of blood and that we need to like dial down a bit.
No,
It's
here's the
been too
thing
much.
though. Jericho got busted open hard way.
Yeah, I saw that. But
Yeah, so
we
he
also
couldn't
had
help
but
it. That was
yeah,
unintentional.
but we also had the coffin match with Brody and Darby that
Ooh.
Brody lost way too much blood on that.
Dude, that was shades of Eddie versus what's his name? JBL. Man,
Like
that was rough.
like
was
Darby was covered in red from Brody's blood
yeah.
of how much he was.
Brody was pumping out pretty hard, man.
It was too much for a week, let alone a single show.
Yeah, I
So
mean
that's mine.
Some of it you can't help though, man. Like I said, it wasn't like Jericho wasn't meant to. I think Jericho was gonna blade in that match, but he wasn't gonna, bust himself in the way he did.
Yeah, I
so.
get it, but it's not like this doesn't happen every other week, like having blood on that show.
It's hey, it's a thing, man. A lot of these guys, man, they came up, they came up in these kind of matches, man. GCW and these hardcore matches, man. It's kind of what they like to do. It's a thing with them. So
yeah, but I think maybe somebody should tell them to pull back a little bit.
Maybe take the foot off the accelerator a little.
Yeah, and save it for when it matters.
No.
So that's my GBU.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
All right. Well, since I was supposed to anyway, I don't get uploaded in the chamber. I'll go. The good freaking promos over on WWE, man. Oh my God. The last two shows we've seen the people who can go without a script. We've seen Triple H just kind of put them out there saying, "Go do your thing, man." And man, it's been awesome. But especially this last Raw, man, that promo between Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre. Damn, dude, that was awesome. And that just goes to show you how good these guys are if you just let them go. Hey, look, he's got a face.
What's up?
He's a frozen face.
Am I frozen?
You're froze for a minute there. But
yeah.
Yeah, man, I think Raw this week was okay, but it wasn't as good as last week. But man, the promo work was awesome. I loved it. The camera work at WWE is still like, I swear to God, I'm gonna have a friggin' somebody's gonna go into epileptic shock at one of these shows, man. And the weird thing is it's really, really bad with the women's matches. It's just instant. It's a cut. And it's just like, what is going on? And I know what it is. I actually looked into it, and what the theory I had about it is correct. It's because Hollywood has that thing with action scenes now, where it's like the jumpy cam cuts, and WWE's trying to kind of emulate that thing, and someone needs to punch Kevin Dunn in the mouth. It's like, you gotta knock that crap off, dude. It's driving me crazy. Someone said Drew and KO's promo was on fire. They were cut right to a longest. Yeah, that. Yeah, like we said, they're not going to change everything overnight. It's definitely massively improved in the last few weeks, and the promo work over there was that promo was awesome, man. I love this. This is the version of KO that I like. The ugly Parker Boudreaux. You know what? Here's the thing. I think this kid's got a big upside. But he's not Brock Lesnar. Okay, he might kind of look like him. He's big. He's a big, strong dude. He's a legit wrestler. But man, he needs work. He needs work bad. They need to stick him with they've got the people to teach this guy and to teach him right. But man, he's just sloppy as hell. The kind of sloppy that I think is going to get people hurt. So that's the thing that I worry about him. But like I said, he's in the right place. They got the people to teach him, and hopefully he turns out, because I think he could be something. He could be something special because he's got a lot of physical gifts, man. He's a big dude and he moves fast. So yeah, that's my GBU. Hollywood, what you got?
Yeah, and he turned Sonny Kiss to his side.
Yeah, that was weird, man. Like, they murked Sonny Kiss at the beginning of the show, and then Sonny joins them. I'm like, is this kind of like, are they kind of like doing like a Dom thing with in WWE they're doing with Dominic, where Rhea Ripley came out and she's like, I'm your daddy and stuff. That was weird. But just like, they're going to beat the crap out of Dom for like a month or two, like 2 or 3 months, and then he's going to end up joining them. And it's like, doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But hey, we'll see we'll see what comes of it. But
yeah, it does make no sense. I mean, Ray needs a female there to counter Rhea Ripley.
Who do you get though?
Well, not gonna use her anymore because she was Vince's guy, Lacey Evans.
Dude, I think they've done so much damage to Lacey Evans by the misbooking and everything with her. I don't think she'll ever be. It's going to take a lot for them to rehab her to put her back into top tier. I wish they would, but it's anyway. But what do you got, man? What's your good, bad, and ugly?
This is one of those weeks. Honestly, there wasn't a whole lot of great, not really good. It's like, there's some good stuff here and there.
G1.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't talk about that. I was like waiting for you to say something about G1. Because I thought that was going to be your good. I really did. First off, I won't be here tomorrow. I'm sorry, I won't be here next Tuesday, but we do have me and the big man, Dynamite, next week in Cleveland, next Wednesday. We'll have the my God, Will Ospreay and the Aussie Open versus Triangle.
Yeah,
that's going to be awesome.
Triangle.
Dark Triangle. Yep,
dude,
that's the one match that's announced for next week, so I'm looking forward to that. But the good, hey, the return of CM Punk, baby. Yeah. Now, will he be at All Out? Who knows? I don't know, but it was good. It was good to see him back. Whether he's 100% or not, just to have his presence there lifted what I thought was a lackluster Dynamite, honestly. So it was nice to get that interaction with him again and see Penta back in his Zero Miedo outfit.
Yep.
My bad is I am not overly impressed with this women's tournament for the tag titles.
You know what? The wrestling has been decent, but the booking has been kind of nonsensical.
You know it's going to be Dakota Kai and Io Shirai versus Asuka and Alexa Bliss. You knew that before the tournament even when they put who was on there. You knew that was going to happen in round 2, and you're going to see the 4 of them plus Bianca Belair and Bayley at Clash of the Castle.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Whoever wins this thing, they're immediately going to get challenged by Sasha and Naomi.
Yeah.
Because that's the return that Hunter is holding in his back pocket. So
and it's going to be those two on one side of the bracket. It's already Raquel Gonzalez or whatever her name is, and Aaliyah in one half and the other side, and I can't remember who they're going to be going up against, but whoever the heels are on the other side.
Yeah. But we knew as soon as they showed them coming up, and as soon as they appeared at the SummerSlam, I'm like, well, there's your next tag team champions right there.
Yeah, I mean,
you and Dakota Kai are going to win the titles, and they're going to get challenged by Naomi, by a returning Naomi and Sasha.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, I'm looking at the way that they booked them, and like, I don't have a problem with the match this week. The match last week made no sense. Why it was competitive? Because Tamina and what's her name had been booked as the biggest jokes in the entire friggin' roster. And suddenly they're competitive against this team that's supposed to be like the apex predators of the women's division now. So I am one of the things that is coming out of it that I'm interested in is shit. My brain just took a crap on me. What's her name coming back as a killer finally when she got confronted by Ronda. And she's like, you used to be a killer. What happened to you?
Talking about Baszler?
Yeah, Baszler. I'm all about her coming back as the version she was in NXT.
And no offense against Liv Morgan, but I hope you're right, and I hope she takes the title from Liv Morgan. No offense to Liv. They botched Liv pretty bad. But all right. Am I ugly? Am I bad? Am I ugly? Do something better with Ricky Starks, honestly.
Dude, he's been booked pretty good the last couple of.
You think? Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Here's the thing, though, man. When you go from being a heel to a face, I never like it when there's a face turn. When you've been a complete piece of crap for so long, and then suddenly you turn face, it shouldn't be an instantaneous thing. So he's got to get beat down a little bit for him to come back up. So, but I think there's things on the horizon for Ricky Starks.
I hope so. I mean, he is a phenomenal talent, and they need to use him right.
AEW's got and when it comes to like younger talent, that guys that are coming up, man. Like Ricky's a little on the a little older than Jungle Boy and those guys, but he's still really young, and he's got a lot of upside, dude, man. I mean, when he was when that heel turn happened, when Hobbs turned on him, man, everyone was behind him. So, yep, I get you.
Yeah, live did something. I don't know, but
at this point, I don't know what to do with her. If you turn her heel, that's not going to work very well because she can't be a very good heel by herself.
Maybe you could put her with Lacey Evans. Lacey. So she's not doing anything with Lacey Evans right now, and you're not going to because you don't know what to do with her. It's a waste of talent right there.
Just start booking her better. I mean, God, the whole underdog thing kind of blew up in her face. So anyway, that's the GBU, guys.
Put in your comments down there, your GBU.
Yep. Everyone likes Ricky Starks except the audience. Dude, the audience was 100% behind him when Hobbs turned on him like that. Yep. Dude, they were all behind Ricky. And then when he came out, he had that fire promo the next week. Dude, the friggin' crowd was into that. So we'll see what happens with it. But anyway, that's our GBU. Okay, guys. We got to talk about the build to All Out.
What build?
It's beginning. The build to All Out has begun, and it started with the Elite, with the Undisputed turning on the Elite.
Yep.
With Adam Cole and Red Dragon turning on the Bucks, and the announcement of the trios titles, which we know Tony has said in the past that he did not want to introduce the trios title until Kenny was coming back.
Yep.
So the fact that they introduced the trios title means Kenny's coming back. It's on his way.
You know who I wanted to be their partner, even though I knew it was never gonna be.
What's that?
MJF. Yeah.
How the hell is that gonna work?
I don't want to treat those guys as faces, so just put him with the bad guy.
They're gonna be. They may not go full face. They may go kind of like tweeners because they're still kind of acting a little bit like.
Because Yeah, because they should have just dropped the belt to FTR, but then again,
But
Make Ricky
So-
Starks their tag partner
it has to be Omega, though, doesn't it?
because it's not going to be Hangman.
Well, okay, let's talk about that.
It's
though.
not going to be Hangman.
If they don't go full face, if they're kind of tweeners or something like that, and I don't know about you guys, I watch Being the Elite because I'm a mark. Okay. Because the thing you don't realize that they drop storyline hints in those shows, in those streams. So they had that, and obviously it was a comedy angle, but they had the thing where the Dark Order said, "Hey, if you need to go team with those guys to like heal this rift between you guys, whatever, you go ahead and you do it."
There's a problem with that. Not everybody who watches AEW watches
I understand
the
that.
Elite. So you've got the fans that watch Dynamite. He came out and said no.
I understand.
So you're going to alienate and piss off fans. Is like, well, I ain't never gonna believe this guy because he's lying. And that's not Hangman.
Cutler gonna come back out with his old D&D gimmick, rolling his D20. Oh man, you talk about a dude that they tried hard to push and it just didn't work.
The only way that works is Dark Order has to come out at the beginning of Dynamite tomorrow and give them his blessing if he wants to do it.
Okay. Well,
that's the only way it works because he can't just show up in the ring.
No, and I don't think that they would do that. I think that they would have something happen where they're like, listen, if this is what you need to do, then you go do it.
Yeah, but if it doesn't happen at the beginning of Dynamite, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah. But in my but here, because that's the thing, they're making such a big deal about the whole thing with them and Hangman. It almost feels like, in a way, it has to be Hangman. You know what I mean? But at the same time, looking at the buildup and everything, is in my mind, I see why people are saying that they think it's Hangman, but in my mind, it has to be Kenny, doesn't it? I mean, it's the obvious thing. But it has to be Kenny, doesn't it?
Eliminate the impossible. Whatever's left, however improbable, must be the truth.
Okay. Well,
which means Danhausen.
Oh my God!
Yes,
I would turn the friggin'. I would almost turn it off, dude. Oh my God, dude, that match this week was not good. I mean, I love seeing Eric Rowan, Eric Redbeard out there, man, and. As far as that match went, I mean, it was okay. And then Danhausen comes in and is that his thing? Is that he just going to lose all the time?
If you let him beat somebody, you might as well fire the person because that one's never going to get anything.
Well, the only win he got was the one that Hook gave him, It was like, okay, you go ahead and take the pin, but Kenny is building the New Horseman. God damn it.
Hey, bring the Orange Goblin in, okay? The Hulkster.
Oh God, have him hobble his ass down for one last match like Flair.
Yeah,
dude, I went back and rewatched that match. Oh God, it's so rough, dude. It's the only reason it was more tolerable the second time around is because I knew he survived. But dude, it's so bad. He passed out twice. That's not goddamn. Anyway, get off track.
All out.
Okay, so in my mind, it has to be Kenny. It has to be Kenny.
Yeah, we know it all out. You've got the finals for this tournament.
Yeah.
You've got hopefully Moxley versus CM Punk.
Yeah. Now I want to talk about that too.
You've got
oh my God.
What? Marty Scurll.
Oh my freaking God. Out of left field, dude.
Now I've seen a couple people put him out there.
Would they take the chance? He's their friend. And they were going to bring him in before all that shit went down. Would they pull the trigger on him at this point? because let's and not condoning what happened. I mean, just let me say that ahead of time. Compared to what the other people did, what he did was nowhere near as bad. It was still kind of messed up, but he didn't break any laws. At least there's that little tidbit. But knowing Tony, man, I can't see it happening. But then again, it's the Bucks, man. And
I think he would. I think he wouldn't get much reaction, honestly.
Honestly, I don't think it would either. I think there'd be a handful of people that'd be pissed off, and the rest would be like, whatever. Because I think that's just the nature of fandoms.
Yep. So
that's a left field one, man. Holy crap, dude. And here's the thing. With the changes over in WWE and all the talk that's happening right now, you know Tony is thinking about ways to blow this up. He's a blow doll at a frat party. Oh my God. Dude, that's harsh. But okay. Well then that brings up another question. Taking Hangman and Omega out of the equation, who could possibly be their mystic partner? Yeah, and Brandon Cutler ain't it.
No,
we know it ain't going to be Brandon Cutler. Could it be Johnny Gargano?
I would love for it to be Johnny G, but
I think he's going back to WWE. I think he's a Triple H guy. I think he's 100% going back to WWE. But depending on what has transpired before the big upheaval at WWE, Sting.
What?
I don't know about that.
no, not.
I know it's not gonna happen.
I'm sitting here racking my brain trying to think of anybody that it could be.
Rotunda.
He's another one I think is on his way back to WWE. I think Jay White. Would Jay White side with the Bucks over Adam Cole? And because here's the thing, Jay is 100% healed.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, I don't think it's Jay. Let me think here. Just because I want to see Sting with gold one last time. I think Darby and Sting are going to eventually hold the tag titles. I think they're going to hold the tag titles. I mean, it may not be very long, but they'll hold them for a little bit. I think they'll put because that's, I think they'll be like a transitional champions at some point. But I don't think I was thinking of it. Maybe somebody from another company, maybe somebody from New Japan Strong, or maybe I'm trying to think about anybody that could possibly be. Maybe somebody from Impact, maybe somebody from NWA. It would have to be something.
Maybe somebody
really,
from Ring of Honor who hasn't been used yet.
It would have to be something out of left field, man. Like
Gresham.
That's the first thing that came to my mind right there. Because here's the thing: people don't realize behind the scenes, the Bucks and Okada, they're really good friends. Like there's this long-standing thing that Okada does every show that they're on together. He goes and he steals their gear and he puts it on. So he's walking around in their friggin' gear. So Chris Bay, it's a possibility.
John Gresham.
No, dude, I think that ship is sailed. That ship is sailed and it's gone and done. I don't know, man. But it would have to be somebody that would have to be able to stick around for at least a little while. And that's not going to be Okada. So it's got to be Kenny. It has to be. If it's not Hangman, and storyline wise, it probably isn't.
Well,
then it has to be Kenny.
if they want to pull a fast one and not have them win these belts now, then it could be Okada.
If they're not going to win,
Yeah,
then that
yeah.
could be it. But then again,
Yeah.
why are you going to do that to bring him in here just to have them lose? Wardlow?
No, it's not. Wardlow.
No.
It can't be Wardlow. Because Wardlow's defending, probably going to be defending on the show. I don't know, man. This is one of those times when the outside possibilities are just so outside that it has to be one of two people. It has to be either Hangman or it has to be Kenny.
It's not going to be Hangman.
I'm wondering if they're going to turn the Dark Order heel.
Does it matter?
Well, because here's the thing. At this point, they got to do something with them. Because I think the whole goofiness thing has ridden. If Hangman's not going to be part of their group anymore, or at least he's not going to be a major part of their group anymore, they got to go some direction. So what do? Bone Soldier? Dude, if Ishimori comes out as their freaking partner, I'm going to have a freaking coronary. It's like, shit, dude. Now that would be pretty crazy if like one of their old New Japan but their Bullet Club buddies came out as their partner.
No, it's he's going to come out in a conductor's hat and come out with his choo-choo noise, Mr.
Oh,
Braun Strowman. Oh my God. I would have I would
choo-choo.
I would throw up. So no on Lance Archer. I don't think it's gonna be Lance. I think Lance is a singles guy.
I can't see Lance with the Hardy Boys.
With the Hardley Boys, Prince Devitt.
Oh, sorry, the Bucks.
Maybe it's Matt Hardy with the Maybe it's the Hardy with the Hardley Boys.
Now, see, that's an outside chance that could be a possibility.
Hardy and Hardleys.
Matt, if Matt could be an outside chance. But if that happens, Kenny's got to be coming back, right?
Yeah, Eminem, Matt, Nick, and Matt. Eminem. Change your name.
I'm putting my money on Kenny. I think it's got to be Kenny. But on an outside chance, Matt actually makes sense. Especially if he comes back with like the broken gimmick or something like that. He's been hinting that he's kind of been hinting that he wants to bring it back.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to shoot you down there, man. I'll take that bet. It's not Kenny.
You don't think it's Kenny?
Nope.
Really? So what's going to happen?
No, Kenny. I'm sorry. You said Hangman. It's gonna be Kenny Omega. If not Kenny Omega, Matt Hardy.
Yeah, it's got to be good.
It's not gonna be Hangman. I know Courtney wants Hangman, but it's not Hangman.
This whole storyline they're gonna keep pushing this storyline where they're eventually. Here's the big question: does the Elite come back together at All Out, or is it something that they're gonna lead on and push down the road?
Can they be on Dark?
Can they be on Dark?
Please.
They've wrestled Dark matches before, man.
Can they stay there? Can they stay there?
Why? You don't like what? You don't like the Bucks?
Not really. No.
Johnny's like, if it's not CM Punk, he's like, I kneel at the worship. I kneel at the altar of CM Punk.
No, there's a lot of guys that I love there. Punk, FTR,
Kamatanga or
Darby, but
Tangaloa, Jado.
Isn't Tangaloa still recuperating?
Was that? Isn't
Tangaloa still recovering?
Yeah, I think he's still injured. But see, I was actually thinking that it might be Tama Tonga, but he actually is in G1 still, so it's not that. But those guys, because those guys are stateside more than they are in Japan, working strong and stuff like that. That's a possibility. Although they've been over in Japan for a while, the last couple of months. So, but anyway, okay. Well, final verdict. I think it's going to be Kenny Omega. Outside chance, maybe Matt Hardy. Frank,
Kenny,
same page.
Yeah.
Kenny or Matt Hardy.
Johnny.
I was a little like not sure because Kenny said he was having a lot of trouble with his surgeries still, but
Well,
it's not him. I don't know who it is.
You got to remember as well, though, they also put out that crap about CM Punk's foot being all screwed up still. And he comes running down perfectly fine. You know, he might still be a little sore because he hasn't had a match yet, but
Sure.
he's going to have a match at All Out. He can't be that far away. So
True. If he's gonna have the match, and I hope he does, because God,
he
we
will.
need him.
Unless something happens and he gets sidelined, which, God help. No, no way in hell, dude. That guy's done. He's done, man. And he needs to be done. He needs to be. I don't want to see this guy near a wrestling ring for at least the next year or two. He needs to be in rehab and getting his head right and getting himself together for at least a year.
Yep.
But I don't want to see him anywhere near a ring anytime this year till toward maybe the end of next year, maybe. So, but all right. So that's our predictions. I think it's Kenny. Frank thinks it's Kenny. Johnny thinks it's Kenny. Outside chance, maybe Matt Hardy. I just don't see it being Hangman. I think Hangman might do something to help them win, but I don't see Hangman. I don't see Hangman being their partner. What would be interesting, like, remember how he grabbed Matt's leg when they were up with their first match against FTR and it cost them the match? Remember when that happened? I could see like the exact opposite happening this time. Like maybe he does something. Maybe he grabs a leg of one of the Dark Order guys or something. I could see something like that happening, or I can see him coming out and being the guy that, like, somebody else comes out, like Red Dragon comes out and tries to cost them the match, and then Hangman comes out and makes the save, so he makes up for his mistake. So I could see something like that happen. I just don't see him being the guy.
All right, because it's leading to All Out.
Yep.
Who you got? Death Triangle versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open.
I got Ospreay and Aussie Open.
Johnny?
Me too. Yeah.
Okay. So the winner of that goes up against Andrade, Dragon Lee, and Rush, or the Young Bucks and their partner.
Yeah. Well, whoever the Young Bucks team with, they're winning that first match.
So I think Young Bucks are gonna win and go up against Will Ospreay in round 2.
Ospreay and Aussie Open. Yep.
All right. House of Black and Dark Order. House of Black.
House of Black versus, it's got to be House of Black.
Yeah.
Unless the only way I see House of Black losing that is
if Hangman's in it.
Is if somebody else comes out and costs House of Black the match. That's the only way I'd see them not winning that match.
You're like Sting or Darby Allin or something?
Possibly. Like, I'm trying to think of anybody that they've see. I don't want Death Triangle to continue this feud with them. That needs to be over and done.
All right. Well, whoever wins that match, and I'm going House of Black, would go up against either Trustbusters or Best Friends.
Best Friends. Trustbusters are not gonna. They're their job. So, yeah. See, like Miro. Like if Miro comes out, like he's acting like he's going to join the House of Black, and instead he screws them over, and that sets up a program between him and House of Black, I'd be 100% behind that.
All right. So let's say you're right, and it's Best Friends versus House of Black. Who you got in that matchup?
House of Black. Yeah.
Well, Will Ospreay, Aussie Open versus Young Bucks. Who would win that matchup?
my God.
Because if we have House of Black beating Best Friends and going all the way to the finals, it would be House of Black versus, in your opinion, either Will Ospreay and Aussie Open or the Young Bucks.
It's not Ospreay and Aussie Open are not going to win. They'll go
That's a tough one. But that match depends a lot on the mystery partners to see who's going to win.
Yeah, if the mystery partner is Omega, they're going all the way. If the mystery partner is Omega, they're going all the way. If the mystery partner is Matt Hardy, I could see them losing that match, and then Aussie Open and Ospreay. But basically, the United Kingdom versus House of Black. Would Miro team with Sting and Darby against House of Black? No, I think. And here's an interesting. I'd like to see Miro form his own faction.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see Miro form his own faction.
With who? Have any candidates?
I'd have to
heel or face faction.
Heel. That character. I mean, when you have two heels versus each other, obviously one's going to be kind of working face, then the other one will. But it's kind of like with Bryan Danielson in Blackpool Combat Club. He came out. He says like, you guys keep forgetting which tunnel I keep walking out of. He's like, I'm not a he. He's like, I'm the bad guy. So, I don't know, but I would, because here's the thing, I want him versus Aleister Black. I want a program with Miro versus Aleister Black.
Malachi.
Yeah, but he's also with like his back messed up, isn't it?
Who's that?
Malachi's hurt.
I mean,
yeah,
Malachi, I think he's okay now. I think he for a while he was worried that he was going to have to retire, but I think the last month or so he's starting to heal up really good.
So the way you said, if Kenny's with the Bucks,
yeah,
they're going all the way to the finals.
Yes.
Would you?
They're going all the way to the finals and they're winning.
So you're putting the titles. You're putting a title again on the Young Bucks.
It's Tony, dude. Tony said specifically he's not bringing those trios titles out until Kenny is ready to go, so that it can be Kenny and the Bucks as the first.
So Benny and the Jets are going to be the.
Yep. I think if Kenny is the partner, is their partner, they're going all the way. They're taking the title. Now, if you ask me who I would put the titles on, I would put it on House of Black.
And if not them and Kenny, like whoever wins is not going to keep those belts for too long.
Well, if it is Kenny and the Bucks in the finals and they win,
yeah,
you've got to get Elton John to come out and sing. Instead of betting the Jets, he's got to sing Kenny and the Bucks.
Whatever.
Just rewrite the lyrics.
Did we go through all of this just so you can say that joke?
Hey, well, you're the one that said Kenny and the Bucks. I'm like, okay, gotta pick up on that.
So Hicksville, and you bring up a good, like when we talk about Miro, I'd like to see Kip Sabian come back as less of a goofy dude and more serious, and team up with Miro again, and then throw out the gamer crap and just have them be a badass team. Not see the boo. Yeah, he doesn't like your joke either.
So are you want Miro just with Sabian, or you want Miro with a tag team?
I could see Miro teaming up with another tag or a new tag team being formed with him. Right. You could go Kip Sabian in there. Think of there's some other people.
So Miro can do this.
Oh God. All right, let's talk about something else. I want to talk about something else. All right. Did you guys watch Raw?
No.
Half of it. I was bored with it, and I'm going to bed.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to run through SmackDown and Raw real quick. Did you watch SmackDown at all?
I did.
Okay. Nakamura versus Gunther was awesome.
It was best match of the night.
Best match of the night. Liv
it-
Morgan
it-
versus yeah.
Sorry, they're bringing people's names back. They did change his name back.
Yeah, they do. They need to. They're not going to, but
They're
you know,
not.
whatever. But that match was awesome. I don't care what people are all saying that they think Gunther's lost too much weight. I think he looks awesome. They're just beating the living hell out of each other. It was great. Women's tag match: Raquel Rodriguez and Leah versus Shotzi and Xia Li. Freaking Raquel Rodriguez is a freaking monster, dude. That chick is huge. But match was okay.
Hail, Sugar Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Okay, I'm gonna apologize right now, guys. I'm not feeling so great, so my brain is kind of not working very well.
No worries, man.
And Chris is like, look at handsome Johnny's handsome face. Look at that. You should be part of Maximum Male Models, man.
Is there money in it?
Drew McIntyre cut a hell of a promo. It was awesome. The Usos came out for a beatdown. Scarlett comes out. The banter between them was awesome. This was a great promo. Awesome promo. Viking Raiders versus beatdown Kofi Kingston. Hit Row came back, which was pretty cool. I'm glad to see they're gonna give a chance. I do think they're diminished without Swerve Strickland being part of it, but hey, it was really cool to see him. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. The contract signing was meh, dude. We said that we were hoping that was going to be it was only a one-time thing that people were booing Liv. Unfortunately, not.
Nope.
But Drew McIntyre was in the handicap match versus the Usos. Comes out without the freaking sword. Thank God. Maybe because it belongs to Vince, he took it home with him. But and then he didn't have it on Monday night either. So thank God that stupid gimmick's done. This was a cool match. I don't like the person they teamed him with, Madcap Moss. They're still calling him Madcap Moss.
Yep.
Which is dumb. So the match was good though. I'm glad that they're booking Drew like the badass that he is. And then like you said, man, that intercontinental match between Nakamura and Gunther was awesome. I'm hoping maybe we might find before he leaves WWE, Nakamura has to have a title run, right? He's one of the greatest wrestlers of his generation. He's got to have at least a world title run, at least one.
He's not. He should, but he's not.
Dude, I don't miss that sword at all. I thought it was dumb before, and I just didn't like it. I know it's a very wrestling thing. Just didn't like it on Drew McIntyre.
And Johnny, there's probably not going to be that much money in with the what Rob wants you to do. So you need to join Stokely's faction. That's probably where the money's at right now.
You know what? I would take it.
Oh my God.
Everyone seems to be accepting, so there must be something good in it.
Because what do you got? Is it Mason there or one of them? And Mansoor, like
Mansoor or something like that. I know he's Scottish. I know it kind of makes sense a little bit. I just thought it was kind of goofy. I mean, what's he gonna do? He's gonna kill somebody?
And Okada was Asian. That's how we got Okada. So like maybe not think like that.
Yeah, but that was that. I'm trying to think.
McIntyre doesn't need the sword.
No. Asuka and Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Ash and Doudrop. It was a decent enough match. So although supposedly Piper's going to be getting her name back. Piper Niven is going to be getting her name back. Rhea Ripley beat the living hell out of friggin' Dominic, which is all kind of weird.
Dummies, they're living all of our dreams, man. Goddamn.
This is some weird dominatrix scrap, man. But yeah, it was odd. was it Miz and Ciampa versus Mustafa Ali and Cedric. Okay, so this was probably the best match that Miz has been a part of in a long time. He was, even though the match at SummerSlam was pretty cool. I'm okay. Maldacito, keep your mouth shut.
Ooh.
What?
I'm kind of starting to like Ciampa with Miz. It's stupid, but the reason why I'm kind of starting to like it is because when Ciampa turns on him, he's gonna freaking murder him.
Now that came out of nowhere.
Because I think they're gonna build it up, and Ciampa's gonna turn on Miz, and he's gonna literally plant this guy in the ground. And I get that's the feeling I get, and maybe that's just me kind of looking to the future and thinking how awesome it's going to be to see them get the shit kicked out of them.
So do they make Miz face then? Because I don't want to see Ciampa as a face.
No,
he was so good on NXT as a heel.
I could see Miz doing another face turn, at least for a little bit. But yeah, because when Ciampa does turn on him, he's got to freaking destroy him.
He does,
and that people are going to cheer anyway. So
yeah.
Oh, they will, but that's what they used to do with him when he was in NXT anyway. He was one of those heels, just like MJF. You love to hate the guy. So that was a good match, though, man. It was.
Sorry, are they going to book it right, or is Ciampa the new version of Miz now?
I have more confidence in Triple H's storytelling and booking than I do Vince's. Far more. So, God damn it. Told you to shut the hell up. McIntyre versus Owens. This was the shit, dude. Even though, okay, so it was a DQ finish, but it was a DQ finish that had story. That was built around a storyline. So I didn't have such a problem with this DQ finish. And WWE has been doing fewer DQ finishes, so that's good. I don't mind it when it makes sense in the story, when in the storyline. Okay. But how friggin' awesome was this match, dude? The old school, we got old Kevin Owens here, man. We got the prize fighter Kevin Owens. You know, basically putting everybody on blast, saying I'm coming for everything. I'm coming for all the belts.
Hopefully they use him right.
Yeah. Well, he's another Triple H guy. You know, that Triple H put him all. I mean, go back and look at that 3-year period in NXT, man, when it was Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, you know, all those guys. You know, this is the kind of stuff that Triple H wants to do. So, and also, oh yeah, that was the other thing, the promo. McIntyre using the words wrestler and wrestling in the same freaking sentence. It's like no more of this freaking forbidden word shit.
And the official WWE Instagram account was saying, "Can they say this? Are they allowed?"
Yeah,
I was like, "God damn!"
It's like, I don't know, and I don't care.
All I know is Rob is super excited about Wrestle Kingdom next year too.
Oh my god! Oh, we'll talk about that.
So who do you got? Tama Tonga or Okada?
For the G1?
Yeah.
So the 4 winners of the blocks were Okada, Tama Tonga, Naito, and Ospreay.
Ospreay. Yeah.
I think Ospreay is going to win the G1.
Okay.
It's either going to be Ospreay or Naito. Because I don't think Tama's going to be moving back and forth between stateside. He's more of a tag team guy, so I don't see them. Even though storyline wise, it would be awesome to see. It'd be awesome if he won the briefcase and Jay White tried to take it from him, like he did Ibushi. So it'd be interesting to see. Storyline, if they were going to go purely storyline wise, Tama Tonga would be an awesome one to put it on, because the storyline, the breakdown of Bullet Club, that's a great storyline they got. That's probably the biggest storyline they have going on right now. But does New Japan doesn't have a star? Will Ospreay is the biggest star in New Japan right now. He's neck and neck with Okada as far as how popular he is in New Japan, but in the rest of the world, that dude has been that guy is pulling a John Moxley and going to all these different companies and all these different promotions and just wrestling one 5-star match after the other. Will Ospreay, really, in my opinion, he is the best wrestler in the world today. 100% hands down. And that's saying a lot, because I've been an Okada guy forever, but dude, he's been awesome. So it remains to be seen. I want to finish up Raw real quick.
Okay.
Veer versus some dude. Veer's done. He's done. Bobby Lashley versus AJ Styles. This was a really good freaking match, dude. It was awesome. They've been booking Bobby really, really well. And then actually, and even in losing this match, AJ looked fantastic. So this was the best match of the night, I think.
You think there's a chance the Hurt Business coming back?
Under Hunter, a much better chance than under Vince. And like I said, this match, man, it's a toss up between this match and the McIntyre KO match. They were both really, really good, like really, really, really good. Dana Brooke versus Dakota Kai was mid at best. It was women, dude. What's killing these matches for me is the camera work. Is just like I said, man. It's gonna give me an epileptic fit. It's Kevin Dunn needs to go, which is bad. I mean, the women's division is better now than it was under Vince, but it still needs a little bit of work. Theory versus Dolph Ziggler. This is probably the best match that Austin Theory has had since he came to the main roster. And this was another good match. And like I said, this episode of Raw wasn't as good, I think, as last week's, but it still had 3 banger matches on it. So I still think that I don't think he's going to get the push anywhere near that he would have had if Vince was still there. But they got to do something with him because he's got the briefcase. So, but that was Raw and SmackDown. Let's talk about, before we get out of here, because we're getting close to time, I want to talk about a theory I have about All Out. I don't think Punk's going to win. I think Jon Moxley is going to win, and he's going to be the first 2-time AEW World Champion. And then either the next pay-per-view or the one after that is when Punk is going to take the belt off him. Because honestly, I don't think. Here's the thing. Moxley has been a great interim champion. He's been a great interim champion. I really think that this run proves just how good he is. And I know that he's not for everybody. I get
not really.
that.
No.
I love the guy, and I think he's been awesome. And if you look, and like the discussion we had last week, thinking about, like I said, if it had been me, I would have been experimenting during this time period. But Mal brought up the fact that there was the situation with the merger with Discovery and Warner and all those guys, and there was concern about the possibility of losing the TV contract and everything. In hindsight on that, putting the belt on Moxley and then booking him in a match against Jericho was probably the smart thing to do. Wasn't the most creative thing to do, but it was the smart thing to do. But I'm gonna tell you what, I think Moxley took this friggin' chance and he ran with it, and he's done awesome. So I'm 80% 80% of me says that Punk's going to probably take the belt back. But there's a part of me that's looking at this going, honestly, I wouldn't mind if Moxley won this match. And then we got a program between Punk and Moxley, like a legit program between the two of them.
Might be the marketing talking, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, the thing is, Punk is 100% the most popular guy there right now. 1,000%. I mean, when he came out last week at the Dynamite, when he came out, then the freaking place exploded. So 100%, he's the most popular guy there. And especially in this time period when you're kind of worried about TV contracts and stuff like that, putting the belt on him probably is the smart thing to do. But if you're not going to do that, leaving the belt on Moxley is not a bad idea either, because he's probably the number 2 guy there. You know, with the exception, maybe Darby is a little bit more over than he is, but Moxley is crazy over, dude.
You don't think Bryan Danielson's over?
I do, but I think, honestly, I think we're going to get I think Danielson's going to be the champion eventually. We know that for a fact. It'd be dumb for them not to make him the champion at some point. The question I have is, does it come on a because even though he says he's a heel, he's still teamed up with Moxley and he's in the Blackpool Combat Club. I would like to see Danielson turn on Moxley.
And break up the Combat Club?
Or he just leaves the Combat Club. Or the Combat Club kicks Moxley out. You know? There's a lot of different, like, my head's going through all these different possibilities of things that could do and everything. But like I said, 80% chance they're putting the belt back on Punk because, and to be fair, he never got a chance to, have his run. Right. He got hurt. So, and everybody wants to see it. I want to see it. But a part of me is looking at it as going, man, I think Moxley's run this last couple months has been so good. Turn it into a storyline,
Now, Johnny, do you think your pick for the Young Bucks tag partner is going to show up at All Out? Or could he possibly show up at Arthur Ashe Stadium on September 21st?
I wouldn't be surprised in any of those options because the reports came out that the idea was that the MJF and Punk were going to go into a program right away after he got the belt.
Yeah,
and I don't put it past Tony to hold MJF off TV until Punk is back just to do what he wanted with this story.
Dude, that MJF would probably be the one behind that.
Because Arthur Ashe Stadium, it's in New York. It's where MJF's from is New York, and September 21st. Yeah.
And here's the thing: if Punk does get the title back, and he more than likely is going to, MJF should be the guy to take it off of him. 100%. In my mind, MJF is the guy to take it off of him.
Yeah, that's how I thought about it too. In my mind, it went Punk, MJF, and Darby has a very short run just to say that he got it. Because if he never wins it, it's gonna kind of kill him. But that's how I thought too.
But then that brings up the question of what do you do with Bryan Danielson? Do Danielson versus MJF would be awesome, in my opinion. And Bryan Danielson being part of the Blackpool Combat Club, he's going up against heels too. It's like he's kind of doing the KO thing where he's like everybody's on notice. Yeah,
but if I was booking MJF and Danielson right now, I would put MJF over because that would make people mad, and that's what I want to see.
Well, and also, like I said, I'm an old school guy. I think the face should always chase the heel. And even though Bryan Danielson, like I said, he says he's a heel, nobody's a bigger heel than MJF. MJF is the biggest heel in the entire business. He's 110%. Like for a while there, I was saying it was him and Jay White. He's gone beyond now, though. MJF is the top heel in the entire industry. So,
But Jay's an asshole. Oh, goddamn! I didn't know he was that much of a dick, and I like it. I like it.
MJF?
I like it a lot. Jay White.
oh, Jay White. Dude, Jay White's awesome. Dude, people who talk crap about Jay White, actually, that's another guy that Triple H wants to get is Jay White. So I don't know how long his contract. He signed a couple of years ago. He signed a pretty long contract, but anyway, yeah. Anyway, guys, we're kind of rambling at this point. Like I said, I apologize.
Quick question.
Yes.
Quick question, but with Hunter on top, even though CM Punk and him are not exactly best friends, do we see some WWE talent on a possible Forbidden Door 2?
Do we see what?
WWE talent at Forbidden Door 2.
There's more of a chance of that happening with Hunter, but that's still a really long shot. I don't see it. Unless something major happens. It would take a major reaching across the aisle, more than likely from WWE to start for that to happen. At this point, I don't see that. The show's 98% rambling. I know, man. I like to talk shit and make predictions, man.
Yeah.
And
like
I'm about
I said,
50-50, so
happy birthday next week, Courtney, because
Yep.
her birthday is on our AEW Dynamite Day.
Yep. So happy birthday, Courtney. We're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thanks to everybody who stopped in here. Maldacito, Sugar Chris, Hicks Villain, Leg Kick, Courtney, Big Daddy, and I don't think I'm missing anybody, am I? And everybody else that was hanging out and lurking and just chilling. Appreciate it. Johnny, thanks for stopping in, man.
Johnny, hope you're here next week. Like I said, I won't be here.
Yeah.
Sure.
But we'll figure something out. But like I said, guys, appreciate you guys stopping in. Leave a comment after the video post. Leave your opinions. And if there's a topic you want us to talk about, bring it with you next week. And like I said, you guys kind of drive this show. So appreciate you guys. And we will talk to you.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny, by God, Omega.
Twinkle Toes Never mind.
Take it easy, guys.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Kenny and the Bucks. Woo.
I swear to God, I'm going to remove you. Bye. Take it easy, guys.